Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM for this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Hello, my name is Macy, and I'll be playing Eldora.
Yo, what up? I'm Kevin, and I'll be playing Dylan.
Hey, I'm Dimitris, and I'll be playing Castor.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I play Kyriaki.
Hey, I'm Kevin, and I'm playing Dylan too.
Ooga wooga.
For those of you that don't know, this month is Greek American Heritage Month. Yay! Shortly after World War II, because of shit that happened, about 250,000 Greeks migrated to America, so that's fun. The first Greek that came to America was in 1520. He actually arrived in Florida, was captured, and executed, so not really sure if we're counting him. But other than that, there's a lot of awesomeness that happens because of, Greeks coming over here. We got awesome food, awesome traditions. They made a replica of a Parthenon over there in Nashville, Tennessee. It looks pretty great. If you're ever over there, take a good look at it. There's not a lot of Greek towns. There's only 8. Fun little fact. The pap test was actually invented by a Greek, an American Greek. So yay for that one. Now we're going to take a fucking Greek quiz to celebrate this month. And Macy, we're going to be starting with you. Are you ready?
No, but yes.
I completely agree. Dimitris,
Sir?
would you please read off these options for Macy? Macy, what is the second biggest city in Greece by population and not region?
A. Volos. B. Iraklion. C. Thessaloniki. And D. Kalamata.
Volos?
That sounded very sure. You want to go with that?
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, the answer is
C.
Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was kind of hoping it was the olives.
Look, I don't want to sound like I don't love a good American Texas accent, but that shit sounded sexy as fuck. Man, I gotta learn to speak Greek. Shit. Dylan, are you ready?
Sure, I was hoping there was more olives.
Oh, this is bullshit. Athens was named after the Greek goddess Athena. What is she the goddess of? Healing, winemaking, war, or wisdom?
I mean, wisdom's the correct answer, but war is a secondary.
I'm a little ashamed because this thing was supposed to be really hard. Now, Dimitris, I am assuming you're not going to be able to get this answer, but I'm going to ask you anyways. What's the capital of Greece? Is it Athens, Thessaloniki, Kalamata? How do you say it?
Kalamata, yeah.
And, Naples?
Nafplio.
I'm sorry?
Nafplio.
Naplio.
Is that... I think that's what you're trying to say.
If I was pronouncing it with an American accent, it's not how I'd say it, but you know us.
Yeah. A and Y in Greek make a af sound, so it's Nafplion.
Naplion. That sounds cool.
The current capital is Athens. Nafplio used to be the capital of Greece at some
happened?
point.
What happened?
Why not take this opportunity?
It was when I'm not much of a history buff. It has to do with the rest of Greece being occupied, and it was like a temporary capital when we started liberating ourselves.
Ah! Yeah, it's fair. Everybody's been occupied at some point. All right. So, Becca, are you ready?
No.
Ooh. What is the highest mountain in Greece? Hold on while I refer to our... If you would, please.
Mount Vesuvius?
Oh. All right.
You wrote there?
Mount... That's A. So, B is Mount Etna. C is Mount Olympus. And D is Mount Pelion?
Pelion, yes.
I'm gonna go with A. I think Mount Olympus is like a trick answer. But I also don't know, so...
All right. A is incorrect. It is Mount Olympus.
Fuck!
I don't think Vesuvius
Well, why do you
is even
think
in
the gods
Greece.
went there?
I don't know where it is.
It's not.
I got you that on that like reverse psychology shit.
But I don't
Reverse
think
psychology shit.
Vesuvius is even in Greece.
I don't think
Got
it
'em.
is.
No,
but
it's not.
I think it's in Europe or
Yeah, it is.
northern
That's Pompeii.
northern Europe. What?
Eh?
Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
That's Pompeii.
Italy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's in Italy. Yeah, it is. It is Pompeii. Yeah.
Oh. All right, Kevin,
Hi.
are you ready?
I guess.
What is the largest island in Greece?
A. Crete. B. Chios. C. Rhodes. D. Lesbos.
I know nothing. So I'm gonna say Crete.
That is correct.
Yes.
Wow, that's actually a really good guess, sir.
Thank you. I did not have any clue whatsoever. That was a shot in the dark. I'm glad I was right. Let's go.
Hey, it was a good shot, sir.
I'm curious you didn't put there Euboea.
Hey, you know what? He's gonna be an enemy at some point. The biggest demon you come across. Yaboya!
Yaboya!
It's Euboea.
What's
All
going
right,
on,
Macy.
guys? It's your boya.
Macy, what currency was used in Greece before euro? Is it dollar, real, lira, or drachma?
Drachma.
Damn. Just curious, how did you know that?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Oh,
Got 'em. They teach you something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That and
I
the
mean,
word
I guess.
Malakas is what they
I
teach you.
I was thinking Percy Jackson, so I'm glad one of us had a different answer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, show.
I played I played that game like 2 times now. But for some reason all of a sudden I'm blanking on the name of it. Anyways.
Odyssey.
Yep.
It is Odyssey.
I was trying to think of the name, but for some reason I couldn't think of it. But yes, I've played that game like twice now. Like 2 times. I've completed it once and I'm playing it again.
Black Flag's better.
Dylan, which Greek philosopher was the founder of Lyceum? Was it Aristotle, Plato, Epicurus, or Socrates?
Shit, which is the one? I just want to answer the one who ran onto stage holding a plucked chicken, saying, "Behold a man."
Did that really happen?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Shit. Socrates, because I hate his name.
That is incorrect. It was Aristotle.
Dang. Okay, Demetrius, how do you pronounce Diogenes? Because I do not know.
In Greek,
Yeah.
Diogenes
tell me.
sounds good in English pronunciation, but in Greek it's Diogenes.
I'm gonna need a sound bite that, because he is my favorite one.
I will.
Oh, I
cut
think
that
I've heard it
and
in
send it
English
to you.
also Diogenes maybe being pronounced like that.
But yes, he ran onto a stage
Son of a
holding a plucked chicken, screaming, "Behold a man!" Because somebody said a man is just a bipedal without feathers.
Demetrius, what colors are on the flag for Greece? I'm not gonna bother reading the M off.
No, it's white and blue.
Ed, we're good there. Shockingly, Demetrius is 2 for 2.
What the fuck? Why he get an easy one?
Rigged.
I'm gonna say,
I
don't
wasn't
know. I don't
sure
know
if
that
everybody would
hard.
know that one. What does Greece celebrate on the 25th of March, Miss Becca? Is it Easter? They're really big about Easter over there in Greece.
Yikes.
Easter, Independence Day, a word I can't pronounce and I'm going to send over to Demetrius, or the birth of Achilles, which, on that note, Demetrius, do y'all celebrate the birth of the Achilles?
Well, I can't answer that right now.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
What is that?
I have no idea. Lupercalia?
Lupercalia? I don't know what that is.
Okay, well,
I'll Google it.
Becca, is it Easter, Independence Day, Lupercalia, or the birth of Achilles?
I don't know. Independence Day.
That is actually correct.
Oh,
Yay.
Lupercalia is Latin, is a Roman thing.
I don't know what it
And
is.
no, we do not celebrate the birth of Achilles.
That would be weird. Kevin,
Hi.
which poet wrote the Odyssey?
Homer.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's good. I was struggling with the pronunciation of the first one, and now the second one. You know what? I'm just going to select
Save
Homer.
yourself the breath.
Okay. You've done well, sir. You've done well. Kevin is also 2 for 2. And I haven't told you guys what you're going to win yet, but I will after this. It's worth it. Trust me. Starting back over, Macy, which mountain range is not located in Greece? Holy fuck. And ABCD, please.
A. Δολομήτες. B. Πάρνηθα. C. Ταΐγετος. D. Πίνδος.
Can you repeat those?
A. Δολομήτες. B. Πάρνηθα. C. Ταΐγετος. D. Πίνδος.
B?
You say B or D, I'm sorry.
B.
B is incorrect. I'm sorry, it's Dalamitas.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Just tried to make it sound Greek.
It sounded good, yeah. That sounded really good. I was wondering if the pronunciation would throw it off, but no, you were really deceitful.
Oh, it's also Italian.
Bullshit with the best of them.
Dolomites.
Dylan?
Yes.
Calaminos? What is Calaminos Island famous for? Is it olive oil, sea sponges, octopus, or oranges?
What? That's a place?
It is a place.
What were the answers again? I'm sorry.
Olive oil, sea sponges, octopus, or oranges?
You know what? Let's go with everybody's favorite sea sponges. They live in a pineapple under the sea.
That is correct.
Wait, what?
That's correct.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Kalymnos is the island, and they're really famous for the sea sponges, like natural sea sponges from the sea. It's really great to use, actually.
That's cool.
Oh, shit. Wait, who's next? Oh, well, this is great because nobody else will know this shit at all. Would you please read these off just so everybody can hear them, and then is your answer? So just tell us which one is correct. Which one of these people is not a former prime minister of Greece?
Nikos Papandreou. B. Kostas Simitis. C. Eleftherios Venizelos. D. Emmanuel Tsouderos. I don't know the last guy, so it must be him.
I'm stealing that third name.
Oh. No, it's Nikos. Emmanuel was a prime minister, apparently.
Who is Emmanuel Tsouderos? Oh, it's Andreas Papandreou was the... Who is Emmanuel Tsouderos? I don't even know him.
Neither do I.
Neither do I. Weird.
Oh,
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know this guy.
Kevin, I will note that if you get your answer correct, you will pull ahead of the Greek.
Ah. I strive for greatness.
That third name I'm stealing though, just so you guys know.
I can't wait to hear you say it.
That's the name of the airport in Athens, Eleftherios Venizelos.
That's so cool.
Kind of feel ashamed because I actually really like Greece, but I don't really know much about it. Now that I'm really thinking about it.
Me neither, don't worry.
Well, at least I'm not alone.
Becca. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say. This is a weird question. You're not gonna like it. Which of these sentences is not correct?
What the fuck?
Oh god. Oh god.
Do you want me to read them?
Sure, go ahead.
A. The Church of Hagia Sophia was built by Emperor Justinian. B. Byzantium was a Hellenized Roman Empire. C. The Byzantine Empire lasted for more than 1,000 years. D. The last emperor of Byzantium was Heraclius.
I don't know. What the fuck? This quiz is sexist. Macy and I get the hardest fucking questions. I don't fucking know. D.
Becca.
Yeah.
That's correct.
You know, I actually know a lot of answers to these quizzes because of all the research I do in order to write and do descriptions for the stories that I do. So I have read about this, and you are correct.
Yeah.
Would have been my guess too. Yay.
You know what, Kevin? You're also correct in your own space.
That's all I need, Todd.
Get out of here.
Kevin. Kevin, are you ready for your question?
I'm so ready. Hit me.
Who was the last king of Greece? Constantine II, Alexander I, George I, or Otto I? I think it's George. George sounds like a really Greece name.
I
well,
want
I
to
am
say. I want to say Constantine. Probably wrong though.
Probably because you like the name Constantine. But that's
That's
actually
cool.
right.
It is correct, yeah. He died a few
Sir.
years ago. Not
Did he
that
really?
long ago, yeah.
Oh.
He lived in exile. He was exiled in the 70s, but he died a few.
Take that, Constantine.
Damn. All right, last round. Macy. And I'm hoping, Kevin, you don't get any right, because 3 was supposed to be the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Macy.
Yeah.
In what ancient Greek epic are Achilles, Agamemnon, Paris, Hector, and Menelaus found? Is it Lord of the Rings?
What the fuck?
I don't know how to pronounce this. Aeneid? It's Aeneid.
I don't know what that is.
All right. The Aeneid, the Aeneid, the Odyssey, or the Iliad.
I'm gonna assume the Odyssey.
You want to go with Lord of the Rings?
No.
So it was actually the Iliad.
Oh shit.
So the Odyssey was more about
That was the
Odysseus
yeah.
and his travel home.
The Iliad came first. That's right.
Yeah.
I actually never heard of that before.
What? It's so good.
I'm uncultured. I think you forget that.
It's actually just a lot of stories that we have today are based on those stories, or I guess not stories but poems. It's
Like
great.
the movie Troy, where the beautiful Helen was stolen by the Trojans. That's the Iliad.
When you said beautiful, I thought you were going to talk about Brad Pitt, but it's fine. Anyway, Dylan. What the fuck? In what famous 1964 movie was the dance Sirtaki first featured? Was it Zorba the Great, Never on a Sunday? Oh, I don't know if that's even a real word.
Iphigenia. Yeah, it's a name.
Yeah, what he said. Or Eleni.
What? That was a lot of things that you said that did not
You
make
should
any
probably
sense.
anyway paste all of them so they can see the answers.
This is a dance that was in a movie.
Mhm.
What's the funniest sounding one?
Oh.
That's the way to guess.
I like Zorba. Zorba the Greek. That's a funny name.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Zorba was played by a famous actor. What was his name?
Antonio Banderas?
In 64?
It's Zorro.
Oh shoot, that is Zorro. Not Zorba. Are
Anthony
you sure
Quinn
it can't be?
played Zorba.
Demetrius,
Yes.
what was the full name of Alexander the Great?
Oh,
Was it... Don't worry, you got this. Is it Alexander II of Virginia?
Vergina.
Or... Yeah, sure. Alexander III of Macedon? Alexander III of Pella? Or Alexander I of Philippus?
I'm guessing it's Alexander III of Macedon.
That sounds like a really good answer. That's correct. You've done well, sir. You've done well. Becca, are you ready to do well?
Probably not, but I'll give my best.
Becca, you're really just gonna hate this. I'm not even gonna lie.
Motherfucker.
In the James Bond movie, For Your Eyes Only, part of the movie takes place in what famous Greek monastery area? Is it Mount Athos? And a few other places that Demetrius is gonna help with.
Koroni, Meteora, Preveza.
It just sounds better when you say shit.
Oh no, I don't watch movies!
This is what you get for not watching movies.
James Bond movies are boring!
Hey, at least we're uncultured together.
That's why, Macy, I'm just saying the quiz is sexist. It's
I
out
agree, because I knew the fucking last question.
See? I don't know. Fuck.
Huh?
C. I just like the way that one sounds more.
Actually, that's correct.
That's a Linkin Park
Nice.
album.
I've never
Hell
seen that
yeah.
movie. I just enjoy talking shit about you.
What the
Like,
fuck?
I watch James Bond movies.
Yeah, because they're boring.
Actually, no. Well, no, I like the most recent ones because of all the explosions and the gunshots and
You should Google.
action parts
You
of
should
it.
Google Meteora. It's a really beautiful place actually to visit.
I'm going right now.
How do you pronounce it
Bookmarked.
again?
Meteora.
Meteora?
Meteora. Sorry, but it's it's a really beautiful place in Greece.
Oh, it is.
Whoa.
It's very, very cool
What
looking.
the fuck? This can't be
All right,
real.
what,
These places
Yeah,
are
it
on
is.
fucking mountains.
Kevin? Which Persian king tried to invade Greece in 490 BC?
Mhm.
I've done so much research over this area that I'm sitting here like, okay. Is it Xerxes, Ajax? The name Demetrius will now pronounce
Taxerxes.
yes, or Darius.
Probably Xerxes.
No, it was Darius. That was his dad, right?
I don't know who you're asking.
I also thought it's Xerxes. I mean, maybe it's a different date, but
Yeah, that's
Xerxes
the
definitely
thing that
invaded
tricked
Greece.
me up. Because I was like, I know Xerxes is a person from Persia who invaded Greece, but it was the time frame that did screw me up. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go with the one that I know did.
Xerxes was the son of Darius.
Yeah. So his dad actually did a lot of shit.
Yeah, but Xerxes is a cooler name. That's why we remember him more.
And Artaxerxes, Artaxerxes is Xerxes' son.
Mm.
Oh.
Did they
Wow.
all invade Greece, or did Artaxerxes just decide, nah?
Maybe.
All right. So here's how this quiz ended. Macy, you got 1 right. Dylan, you got 3 right. Demetrius, you got 3 right. Becca, you got 3 right. Kevin, you got 3 right. Thank you. So here's what happens when you get 1 right. You're going to take these numbers and you're going to add them to your rolls today. So add them to your to hit, add them to your spell save and your weapon hits, your ranged hits, whatever the fuck. Add them to your spell save DC. So Castor, what is your natural spell save DC?
17.
It will now be 20.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, for today. If you're damaged, Becca, on your little scimitar, your main hand one now, what's your damage bonus?
8.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, somehow it stays the same. No.
It's gonna be a lot of dead
it'll be
things in the future.
1d6. It'll be 1d6 plus 11 with plus 30 your hit also. So your hits, your to damage, your saves, everything goes up today by the number you got correct. Are you guys ready to go fuck some shit up?
Yes.
I'm gonna do my best. Hello, my name is Becca, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
Last time on the Dungeon Speak podcast, the champions of the Olympians traveled northwest after killing demon invaders inside a temple for Hades. After a couple of days, they came to a grove that they now find themselves in. At the entrance, they saw dead demons that can fly and met an ancient human who was known to be the grove's keeper. The grove is a lively and fresh-looking greenery of different vines and flowers throughout, and it occasionally has golden vines intertwined with its leaves. Most all hallways are 10 feet wide, and the walls seem about 10 feet tall. The sky is an open top, and no matter how long the party rests or walks, the sun stays at a noon position. They fought a demonic bull, a demonic gorilla, a demonic and mutated human, and now some kind of fiery ooze creature. All the demons were almost dead, but one settled on Andrak. Andrak took it like a champ, and Malachi sliced it down. After defeating all the demons, the party takes a much-needed short rest. Castor creates a bubble and hears music. The party continues around the Labyrinth Grove, sees a hallway made of thorns and golden grapes, and decides to go a different direction. Kyriaki and Castor scout ahead and come across a statue of Artemis that is surrounded by the corpses of demons. Everyone but Castor shares their reverence for Artemis, and Andrak leaves her presence blessed after offering the head of a demon bull and the Delphine jerky. From that area, the champions traveled straight out to another long hallway abandoning their old direction. They travel back and forth, left and right, and finding dead ends and rooms. Eventually, they come across 2 more demonic gorillas in a dead-end hallway, seemingly also a bit lost. Malachi is aged 40 years to now look about 75. Becca decides to vote murder and overkills a demon by 97 hit points in the negative. Kyriaki drains blood before the champions start moving on again. As the party rounds the next corner, they see a small group of demons headed their way, ready for battle. Out in front is a demon who has appeared once before below the mountain town of Halamus. It is about 9 feet tall, has a crustacean-like hide, purple glowing eyes, a small set of wings with spikes coming out the end. He has hard and curled horns like a ram. He also has 2 sets of arms. Both sets look large and muscular, and at the end very sharp claws. Behind him to the right is a demon about Andrak's height. It has purple skin and white hair that covers its shoulders and head and grows out the top of its back. It has red scowling eyes and 2 sets of arms. The big difference here is that this demon's lower set of arms seem much smaller than the upper set. Directly behind the hard-shelled demon is another, smaller demon. This one carries a golden spear and lightning crackles off of it. This one looks more like a storied demon. It has a goat-like head with yellow eyes and curled ram horns. The head rests on a muscular body that looks in the shape of a human's. It has hands with sharp claws, 2 legs that end in hooves, and has a 4-foot-long tail that curls out behind it. This one said to our heroes, "Your journey ends here." Let's roll for initiative. Do remember, Aldora and Malachi, that you have exhaustion. So you'll be rolling for initiative with disadvantage.
Does the bonus we got from the quiz also work on initiative?
Sure, let's go with it.
Oh.
Aw is always a good sound that you want to hear when somebody's rolling initiative. Andrak, what did you get?
24.
All right. Kyriaki.
I'm so mad. I have a +5 and a +3, and I still got 11.
Wow. Becca, you're amazing. Palace, what'd you get?
15. Wait,
Yeah.
did Palace get my bonus or no?
Fuck no, she didn't get any answers right in the quiz.
Yeah, but I did.
Nah, it didn't count.
Okay.
Aldora, what'd you get?
I got 8.
Fair enough. Malachi, how'd you do?
I also got 8 with a natural 1.
And I'm assuming you have a better dex than Aldora.
I would assume correctly.
All right. Castor, how did you do?
I had a 23.
Oh, nice. That is good. If you will refer to our lovely map, I did name our neighborhood demons. So I went ahead and named a big crustacean one out front. His name today will be Pip. Be careful, Pip is very dangerous. Behind him, the one with the ram horns and the lightning spear, his name is Flumpkin. Yes. And the purple one with the 4 arms, the one you fought before when you met Aldora, he will be played by Henry. So you have Pip, Flumpkin, and Henry. Watch your asses, people. Andrak, you're up first. You are out in front. This is a 10-foot wide hallway. These guys are all within 15 feet of you. Pip is about 10 feet away. Henry, 15 feet. Flumpkin is behind Pip. But otherwise, you have a clear shot of anything you want to do.
Oh boy, do I.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh boy, do I. I'm going to stompity stomp right on forward. This first motherfucker, he's the guy we've seen before. He's that silly little gray guy, right?
No.
Guy in the front? The one
Yes.
we've seen before?
No. So this is a very large one that you've never seen before. Henry,
okay.
the one in the back right, that's the one that you fought, I want to say it was 7 of them, when you first met Aldora and Ethan
Okay,
on the beach.
so that's going to immediately initiate a funny use of fighting spirit. As he
Alrighty.
tenses up, he gains his temporary HP, the mist rolls off of him, so he attacks with advantage. First one is a 26 to hit.
26 shockingly hits this guy.
The second one's a 31 to hit.
Oh, just barely gets there, but somehow you manage.
And let's go ahead and get those damage numbers. First hit 16 points of damage, followed by 15 points of damage for a total of 31 points of damage. All
31.
slashing.
Damn. That is a really good way to get out the gate. 31. He looks pretty mad.
And starting off combat, that will be where he stops. Ready for another. That is his turn.
Alrighty then. Castor, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Let's see, where are you at? You actually were right behind Andrak, ironically, so you have a pretty clear view of what you want to do. You know Kyriaki will have to get around you, and she'll have a little bit of hard time squeezing through, but that is up to you if you want to make it easier for her.
I will cast Ice Storm in a way that will hit the 3 demons, which is a dexterity saving throw.
What does Ice Storm do? I just want to do that real quick.
A hail of rock-hard ice bounced to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range.
Does it stay there, or does it just go away after you cast it?
It's instantaneous. It's not.
Okay.
It doesn't last for many rounds. It's just for one. It's a one hit.
That was mostly what I was wondering, if it like made ice on the ground or something like that. That'd be cool.
It's for this round. It will be difficult terrain where it hits.
Oh, okay. So that's great.
Just for this round.
So the one out front, Pip, got a 20 even.
Meets it, bits it.
The one behind him got a 21. I already forgot that. Flumpkin got a 21. And then Henry, he does not have magic resistance. Henry got a 4. Wow. When he fails, he really fails.
The person who missed the save takes 19 points of damage.
Henry, no!
And the other 2 take half. So is that 10? Let's round it up.
No, it's rounded down.
No, 9.
Alright. Actually.
And I will move my character out of the way to the right of Malachi and give space for Pallas and Kyriaki.
As you cast this cold damage on them, with your high passive perception, I will say you notice that none of them actually look that affected by it. Like they have some kind of natural resistance to the cold.
Interesting.
Yes. Do you have a bonus action you want to do, or?
I will cast Silele.
There it is. I figured. I thought I might ask. Now, the guy out front, it's his turn. And he's going to do something that Becca might remember that caused a problem last time he made an appearance. He is actually going to look at you, Andrak, and he's going to say, oh, he doesn't speak common. He's going to say, Ventrula. And this is just a out of curiosity thing. Do you have over 150 hit points?
Yeah. I was aid was activated, so yeah. It puts
All
me at
right.
165.
So because you have over 150 hit points, nothing happens. You feel like a little bit of a wash go over your mind, but otherwise, you are perfectly fine.
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
Flumpkin. All right. So after that fails, and you feel this wash go over your head, and nothing happens, he is going to. Oh, I misread that. I'm sorry. Okay. So he is going to use his 2 top arms to try to claw at you.
Oakley dokely.
That is a terrible roll at 13.
That does not hit.
And yeah, he towers over you, but sucks at hitting. He leans over with his left arm. Ooh, 21.
Hey! That hits.
I mean, oh, damn. All right, so that is, let's see here. It's bludgeoning, so I'm going to -2. And then, because of resistance, I'm going to divide by 2. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Also, you are grappled. Hold on, I'm sorry. Yes, you are grappled. So its top 2 arms will no longer be able to attack, but its bottom 2 arms will. There is a escape DC if you give a shit, but not much happens when you're grappled besides 0 movement speed, so I don't think you give a shit.
Oh wait, I don't take that to my health yet. I take that to my temp HP.
Flumpkin. Oh shit, that's my guy. It is Flumpkin's turn. He is going to maneuver between Pip and Henry to move forward up to Andrak. And then he is going to... Should we do the thing?
Do the thing. Better on Andric than anybody else, right?
Yeah, he's going to strike you with this spear. I'm sorry, 1 second. Oh, that's fun. He can do the spear. Yeah, no, I wanna try to hit you with the tail. So we're gonna do spear. He's gonna try to kick you, and then he's gonna try to tail you, because that's fun. Alright. So he strikes at you with the spear. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's not good. Alright. So, you take 10 points of piercing damage. Oh, shit. Hold on, let me look at grappled real quick. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on, is that without any reductions yet? Is the 10 piercing?
Yes, I'm sorry. Do you -2 from piercing or just bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage according to Heavy Armor Master.
Okay, so 8 divided by 2, 4. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You take no negatives from being grappled to your dexterity modifier. Or, I'm sorry, your dexterity saving throw. So, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright.
Oh, I rolled good. You should really make this save.
Copy. Paste. Oh, shoot, that's a 15.
A 15 is the DC. You take 21 points of lightning damage. I rolled real good. Alright. So, that is the spear. And now he's going to try to kick out at you. Kind of like a Spartan kick, because why not? Oh, that's a 20 to hit with the hoof.
That hits.
-2 divided by 2. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's funny. So, I'm not going to do it because you were grappled. But otherwise, you have to make a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone. But I don't think you can be knocked prone while being held, so that's just kind of funny.
Do you want to see what would have happened anyways?
Sure. I think your strength saving throw is ridiculous. But fuck it. Let's find out.
That's a 24.
Shockingly, that beats his DC. As he kicks forward, you see his tail come around and try to slap you in the face. That's
Oh,
a
boy.
27 to hit? Wow.
That hits. This
Yeah.
guy is getting the work in.
Yeah, usually I miss. I'm kind of... This guy, I hope he lives. That is really good damage. I should really use this tail more. Okay, it is slashing. So -2 is 17. Divided by 2 is 8. You take 8 points of slashing damage with all
Very
the minuses. Yeah, that tail ain't fucking around. I actually probably should use that more.
That is a lot of damage for just a tail attack.
Yeah, I
Impressive.
underestimated that fucking tail. Apparently.
This guy is the main character of these demons anime.
Do I want to risk it?
Only if it's for the biscuit, Todd.
Well, he's not really the tough guy in the party, so I was thinking about backing away with him. Nah, he's gonna stand and fight. Unfortunately, it is Palace's turn. Palace, you are behind Malachi next to Kyriaki and Aldora. You got Caster ahead of you to your right, but otherwise there's an open spot that you can slip through and then charge up there, and you can attack Andrak.
Yeah. Wait.
That's what she's gonna do.
I feel like I almost had you.
So Palace slips past Malachi and will charge up to right about here to this one.
Mhm.
And she's going to attack that
Oh.
guy.
She's going to attack Pip?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. The one who's got Andrak held up in his arms, but he's got 4 arms, so it's okay.
First attack is a 28.
Super hit.
Yeah. Second attack is a 14.
That, unfortunately, misses.
Alright, third attack, 24.
That, madam, will hit.
And then fourth attack, 27.
Yes, ma'am, that will hit.
So, Palace will run up, like, she'll weave between Malachi and Kyriaki and, like, run up there. And as that guy is holding, Andrak, she'll take 3 swipes. The third one doesn't quite make, or the second one doesn't quite make it where she wants it. So she just does some slashes.
Swish.
Yip. Where's
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was
Sorry.
going to ask you to please let me know what the cold damage is. Separately, because he is resistant.
Yeah, I will let you know that separately.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright. Oh, I didn't roll the cold damage. Back. Okay. So the first attack is 10 slashing damage and 1 cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
So that's, yeah. Big sad. The third hit is 9 slashing damage, 5 cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth hit, the only other one to make it, 10 slashing, 10 piercing, and 1 cold.
I think it should be slashing instead of piercing, so I don't mind.
Okay. I was like, it says
I-
piercing.
It does say piercing, but I don't like it.
I'm sorry, that's 11 slashing and 1 cold. Math is hard.
No, gotta get that extra 1 in there. Boop.
Yeah.
Done. You see him bleeding. And he has Andrak a little bit in the air with these 2 large arms. And then he looks down at Palace. To thy knife.
Mm-hmm. Does she speak that?
Oh.
No.
No.
No,
She
doesn't.
speaks
I hear it?
nothing. You did. He said, your turn is next.
Okay.
Oh. Kyriaki! You saw Palace go up there. You don't want to be outdone. Get up there and, blood something up.
I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna get there.
Use your legs.
Yeah,
Jump.
it's a 10-foot hallway. Wait, how tall are the walls?
Mm-hmm.
They seem 10 feet.
How tall are these monsters?
The highest is 9 feet. The one, Henry, is about Andrak's height, a little over 6 feet. And then Flumpkin is about 5'11".
If I, let's say, were to scurry over the walls, and go behind, like right here, I can, ping it, right here, could I get there? What's my, I have 30 feet. It's 15 to get up to Andrak. Would it be, half movement to scurry up and around the walls?
Do you have a climb speed? It doesn't take you any extra movement to climb, does it? Like, to climb walls?
I don't think
Because you're
so.
creepy?
Yeah, not with
Yeah.
her abilities, I don't think.
Okay.
So
I will say...
walking speed.
Okay. So I will say that you can climb up 15, go over 15, and you will be directly over Andrak, and you can attack that creature from the wall beside Andrak. And the reason I'm
So-
telling you that,
You said it's 10 feet tall, though. I was just trying to,
I'm using
No.
keywords on purpose.
okay.
I have constantly said it seems 10 feet. So as you climb this wall, because now that I've told you this much, you got to do it.
Okay.
So Kyriaki starts climbing this wall and kind of starts to go over it, and she realizes that the wall is actually getting taller as she's climbing it.
Oh, this changes the entire battlefield all the time.
So
So-
she goes up 10 feet, goes up another 5 feet, and it still stays to where it seems like it's 10 feet higher than you.
Okay. Can
So
I
then-
move myself here just for... I'm not going to look at the hallways. I'm just looking right here next to this guy. I'm on the wall, but it'll just so our tokens aren't stacked.
Sure.
Okay.
You were so close to seeing something I didn't want you to see.
Well, I'm not looking. I'm looking at that guy.
I'm not looking.
Kyriaki's not looking down the hallway. She's looking at
Not
the guy
looking.
in front of her.
I just thought it was
So-
funny. Okay. So Kyriaki climbs up the wall 15 feet and then kind of goes horizontal across this fucking wall to be above Andrak, swinging down at Pip.
Yeah.
He's 9 feet tall, so it's not like it's hard or anything. But he does look, use the word shocked, to see a human, quote unquote, walking across the wall.
Yeah. I hope you're ready to see that plus hit stat.
I am.
Where's that mute? Where's the mute? Mute. Cut her mic.
See, I rolled an at 1 for the first attack.
Could you actually not do that, though? Do you have inspiration?
What's 46?
46 is... Oh, that's the crit hits. 46, very clumsy. Fall and drop primary weapon, roll dex, or be stunned for 1 round.
Oh, God! That's like the worst thing that could have happened right now.
Yeah.
Can I give her my inspiration to re-roll that?
I mean, I have inspiration. I
can't.
can re-roll it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't re-roll that to hit now. Like, it's way past that.
Fair enough.
But she can use it for the dexterity save, which I don't think she'll need. Well, dex check. But I don't think she'll need it because she's very dexterous. It is up to you, Becca. Do you want to use inspiration or do you just want to roll it?
I'm gonna roll it and see.
Yes! Natural 1.
On 11.
DC 10.
Fucking Palace rolls great, and Kyriaki's like, ha 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 ha.
At least
I don't want to play
attack,
Palace
right?
anymore. I use all my good shit on her.
The emerald sword almost slips out of your hand as you almost fall. Oh, it's epic.
It's
Am I still
bushes,
there?
you know?
Did
It's
I
a little
still
less
attack?
solid.
You're still there. You can keep going.
Okay. Like, I don't want to play Palace anymore. She takes all my good rolls at the start, and then I just fumble the rest. Alright. So it's that, plus that. Second hit is a 28. She found her balance. She's mad.
Yeah, that'll do it. 28 will definitely hit Pip.
Yeah, and her offhand, which is nice, Is that my offhand bonus? That can't be right. I'm sorry. Oh! Is it? Yeah, okay. Sorry. Threw me off.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I forgot my dex went up from the one shot. So it boosted my offhand a little too.
Nice.
Yeah. So she swings with her offhand for a 26.
That'll hit, yes, ma'am.
Alright, so the first hit with the emerald blade, or the second hit, because I fumbled first. Well, that is 14 slashing damage. And the
Ouch.
Second hit is 9 slashing damage.
Yeah, that shit hurts. He's already looking quite wounded. Black blood oozes to the grass below. But the grass does seem to absorb it. So that's fun.
That is the end of Kyriaki's turn.
After that, it is Henry's turn. Does Henry have the ability that I really enjoyed doing? No, that was the variant of him. Those guys who had the webbing.
You wanted to go Spider-Man on us.
I wanted to yank her off that wall. I thought that would have been fun. He can cast confusion on her. I guess. Actually, he doesn't really have a lot that he can do from back there. Because he can't move through them and then to be behind Andrak Palace. I guess he's going to attack Palace and then give her a bonus to the AC. I don't know, Andrak or Palace. Let's do a roll. Andrak, do you want to be even or odd?
I'm always odd.
Fair enough. Palace it is. Alright. Partial Cubs. What is that again? Alright, +2 to AC. That's it? Alright, whatever. So, Becca, remember to add 2 to her AC when I ask you if these hit. So this large creature with the white hair reaches from over the little guy with the spear. First, he tries to reach over, because he's taller than the little guy. He tries to bite down at Pals with her fucking little ass body with her long hair. That's a 14 to hit. Fucking hair got in the way. He kind of leans over that little guy with the spear and tries to claw at her twice with a right for a 19 to hit.
Misses.
And then he comes over with the left for a 27 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, she's going to take 10 points of slashing damage. Then he's going to frustratingly try to push his friend aside, but he cannot at the moment. Malachi, it is your turn. You're back there with Aldora and Castor at the end of this little short hallway. You got Andrak and Palace in front of you, Kyriaki up the wall to the left, and then Pip, the big crustacean one, to the left, Flumpkin, the guy with the spear, to the right, and then Henry, the big purple one, trying to hit Palace over Flumpkin, all the way to the other side of the hall.
Okay. Malachi is going to take a couple steps forward, running up behind Palace, drawing out his scythe, and he's going to look to Flumpkin directly ahead of Palace there. And as he runs up, he's going to just say to the demon in Abyssal, "Foul demon, your blood is the last thing that will taint this holy place." And then he's going to make his scythe attacks on this big boy. 2 of them, in fact. First attack is a 32 to hit.
Yes. And he will say back to you, "Va-tu fare fort."
Which means...
I don't know, it's in Celestial. You gotta ask
Oh.
Adora, I don't know that shit.
Well, fuck this
I'll
guy.
speak Celestial.
Second attack is a 28 to hit.
Wow. Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. I'm just going to do all my damage calculations here. Give me a second, because there's a lot of them.
Oh, man, Plumpskin's gonna die.
Probably. Let's see here. Yep. 57 points of damage to him. As the blade of the scythe illuminates a brilliant blue color, and it slashes out over Palace's head directly across its chest.
He looks extremely hurt. You see his black blood oozing down him. It's going down his tail, which makes him sad.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast my Hexblade's Curse on Pip, because he's next.
You're gonna curse Pip?
I'm cursing Pip. Fuck Pip.
What the fuck did Pip do to you?
He's ugly, and I don't like him.
That is actually quite rude. Pip is not ugly. He was the favorite of his 28 siblings.
I reserve the right to think anyone's ugly. So that's going to be the end of Malachi's turn as he casts the, once again, lowercase theta symbol appears on Pip's chest in a glowing red light.
Alrighty then. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Aldora, it is your turn. You are the only one who can really do radiant damage. You're the only one here who can really heal. I'm not saying that there's pressure, but they're all relying on you, Aldora. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move up. Also, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not the only one that can do radiant damage. Whenever I cast Crusader's Mantle.
So are you casting that, or are you just letting me know? Because you don't
casting
need
it.
to No, there's no need. It's fine. Nope.
I'm casting it.
Alright. Get your Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack. And there's not really much. Well, actually, one of them. I doubt I have any. Yeah, I can do any other stuff. That takes up my action. And I don't have bonus actions for shit. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So is there anything else you would like to do?
No, unfortunately, there isn't anything I can do.
Unfortunately, there's nothing else you can do. Outdoor, do you realize you just gave everybody extra damage against demons? That is amazing.
Yeah, but I always feel like I could do more.
Oh, you can definitely do more, but that doesn't mean I want you to do it.
Oh.
There's no need for the stupid guiding bolts or sacred flames or tolling of the dead. No.
That'll be a
That
next
cat
time.
agreed with me. I heard that.
Oh, Smoker Cat, yeah. She's loud right now.
I mean, it
Anyways.
happens once a year. All right. Top of the next round, Andrak, it is your turn. Do remember that you are being held up in the air. Not that it matters, but you have 0 movement speed. Although I don't feel like you want to go anywhere, so it should be fine.
This guy's just holding me in my attack range. What a fool.
Yup.
What a fool indeed.
Looking deep into his purple eyes, you see the love he once had. Maybe he lost it because of a plague or a disease.
Imagine he's about to lose it again. Fighting spirit, let's go.
Fighting spirit. So do you have a cheerleader thing that goes around you when you do fighting spirit? Is it
I've described him before. He basically just hyper tenses every part of his body, and the sweat that covers him vaporizes.
So he imitates pooping.
He imitates what's his name from Street Fighter?
Oh shit.
The big bear.
The big bear from Street Fighter?
The guy who looks like he's a bear. Anyways, that's a 30 to hit for the first one.
A 30 will shockingly hit.
That's a 26 to hit for the second one.
A 26 will hit.
But he's not done.
Uh-oh.
Action surge.
Don't forget your D4.
That is 17 to hit.
Oh.
Third one.
Hold, please. A 17 will hit.
And the final one is a 32 to hit.
The 17 hits, but the 32, nope. Rejected too high.
So let's see. I gotta do some math here. And then that is that many D4s. I'm going to roll it all at once, so 4 attacks, that's 8d6 plus 36 plus 4d4. That is 71 points of damage total.
Oh my god.
That is only 9 points of radiant from that. So, 62 points of slashing, 9 points of radiant.
He looks
Fuck.
very hurt.
And after just whack, 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 in a very rapid attack, that will be his turn.
This guy does not look long for this world. He's very big. He's very crustacean. But it's cracked. Black blood is oozing all over the place. A little bit's getting on your armor. You can let me know how you feel about that. But he is not going down without a fight. He is next in the initiative order. And he looks angrily at you. Well, he's trying to look angry, but he is about to die. So he's like an angry dead look. Whatever that, You can see the purple fading in his eyes. What life he once had will no longer be. Trying to decide if I want to cast Detect Magic or attack you with all his attacks.
I mean, we're
Guess
a
I'm
pretty
gonna
magical
attack.
bunch. You would probably want to figure out how magical we are, right?
That's true. Yeah, he does want to knowledge is power, as they say.
Yeah.
This lady's creepy on the wall, up and to his right. I mean,
That's
I'd
like
be
me.
scared of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to attack that. I just want to know what's going on, like for sure. Especially if I'm about to die. Like, oh my god, what is this? I want to take it with me to the next life. All right, so he's going to drop you, and then he's going to try to wail on you with all 4 of his arms. This probably will not go well for him, but last ditch effort. The first hit is going to be a 20 total.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, he's going to come over with the left arm. That was actually good damage. This left arm is going to be a 28 total to hit.
That hits.
And that is... Okay, let me do the damage because it's actually getting higher than it normally is. Okay, so the first one is 21 minus 2 divided by 2. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
The second hit is 13 minus 2, 11 divided by 2, 5. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And then his lower set of arms is going to swing out at you. The right one is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Much lower damage with these ones. That is 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And the left arm comes up for an 18 to hit.
That is my AC.
All right. So, 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
I guess you can let me know if... Do you want me to walk you through the math on this or just give you the total?
Total is fine.
All right. That is the last turn he will ever take. He looks down at you, and he just kind of like waving after doing these attacks. He looks into you with his purple eyes into your helmet. Tapinan. And he, like, you can hear his breath slowing down, his voice kind of dying out as he knows he's about to die. The guy with the spear, we're only going to do tail attacks because they're his best. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to try to spear out. I'm going to do spear twice and one tail. But two. Paz did a pretty good bit of fucking damage to Pip. But Andrak just fucking nearly killed Pip. Flumpkin is going to try to attack Andrak. Let's see here. That's an 18 to hit.
On me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Ooh, bad damage. 6 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry. Yeah, piercing damage total.
Alright.
Second hit with the spear is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That is terrible. Oh, it's also 6 points of piercing damage total. And the tail's going to come around.
Hey,
Big money.
Before we do that damage, you want to know how much HP I'm at? It's a Fallout reference.
76?
No, 111.
Oh. Well, 76 would have been a personal preference because my guys are dying like crazy.
Yeah, but I thought you'd appreciate the Fallout 4
I
reference.
do. I love Fallout. Thank you. Dad? I'm kidding. What was the tail? 25 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Kind of want this guy to live. He's a good fighter. He should run. Maybe we should have him run. Minus 4 points of slashing damage total.
Cool.
If Andrak was not up front, if Andrak did not have this boon, this blessing by Artemis, I feel like this fight would have been different.
Oh, it would have, but here we go.
Andrak, right now, I love all of you. I think you all have your strengths, but Andrak is the MVP of this fight just because he's not dead. Yeah, and 72 points of damage. That's a lot. All right. So that guy's not gonna... Shit. No, he'll take 2 attacks of opportunity if he runs.
That guy's not gonna shit ever.
Probably not, because he's gonna die here today.
At least once.
Kind of do want to run with him.
Do it.
Nice. Not gonna run.
Flee.
I mean, he's not retarded, but he is pretty hurt, and he can see that he's not doing damage to this champion of the Olympians. So I feel like part of him wants to flee and then go get reinforcements. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So Flumpkin, the one with the tail, is going to try to squeeze between Pip and Henry, the purple one and the crustacean one, towards the back line and run along the wall out of this hallway. Palace and Andrak, please make attacks of opportunity.
And Malachi.
Fuck you, Malachi.
Got reach.
And you, Malachi. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what number y'all are starting out with on this. He has 32 hit points. So if all 3 of you do 32 hit points, he goes and gets nobody.
Mine was a 17. Does that hit?
Does a 17 hit? Why, that is a good question, ma'am, that I, of course, know off the top of my head. It does hit.
Okay.
Does 31 hit?
A 31? Yeah, that hits.
What about a 27?
Don't forget the D4s.
Yeah, the 27 hits.
Wow.
I don't like it when Becca says wow. Alright. Palace. How'd you do?
12 slashing damage,
Mhm.
4 cold damage,
Mhm.
and 4 radiant damage.
Damn it, Becca.
Yeah.
Let's go with Andrak next. Andrak, what should you
Ye-
do?
18 points of slashing, 1 point of radiant.
And he's dead. But I want to know, Malachi, how did you do?
38 points of damage, 4 of that is radiant.
Figured. So that puts him at negative 42. So Flumpkin turns to run. Pallas, Andrak, and Malachi all slash at him, and as he moves between Pip and Henry, he slides to the ground, black blood oozing out of his back, his spear clinging to the ground, the gold shining off of it. Henry looks down and looks up, very angry and very stupid, so he will be fighting. You killed his friend. You killed his larger friend, and he thinks he has a chance.
Believe in
that's
that
the way of the
confidence.
world.
I believe in you.
Yes. Hey, you know what? Confidence is half the battle. That's what the G.I. Joes used to say.
I
Oh,
think that
fuck,
was
Pallas'
knowledge,
turn.
but yeah, sure.
Nope. That's definitely not it. It was confidence. Pallas, do you want to skip your turn?
No.
Yeah, thought I'd ask. You have one attack. I rolled randomly on a d4 and it came up one. Weird.
Yeah, she's gonna move forward to the other guy in the back.
Henry.
Yeah, that guy. And as she moves, she's gonna start making her swipes. First attack. I'm just gonna roll all of them and then... Oh, that one didn't roll. There's so much. Okay, first attack, 23.
23, unfortunately, will hit.
Second attack is a 31, but that's not a natural 20, so you're fine.
That is legit double his AC.
Yeah. The next attack is a 19,
Yes, ma'am, that'll hit.
and the fourth attack is a 15.
Yes, ma'am, that'll hit. Right on the money.
Cool.
This-
Can I just roll all the damage at once?
You can roll any way you'd like.
I'm gonna do it this way. Because it's getting a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
Yeah.
See, this is where rolling real dice, like in person, is the best. Because when you're like collecting the dice and you just hear it hitting a tray, it's like hearing fucking porn.
I mean, sure.
I like.
I don't
dice.
really.
As Uncle Roger said, better than sex.
Alright. Let's see. Wow, that's a lot.
That's not good. Let me get my calculator.
I got.
Hey, hit me, Becca.
Alright.
He is at full health.
Okay,
Wait,
so.
Nope,
well,
minus 10 hit points.
The first attack, it's 49 slashing,
Uh huh.
13 cold,
Uh huh.
and then 7 radiant.
He is still alive. He's not doing great,
Yeah.
but he is still alive.
I
You
just wanna
almost
say-
hear a whimper.
Yeah, I want to say I did 69 points of damage.
Nice.
Do you have inspiration?
I don't.
You do now.
Wait, is that for Pallas or Kyriaki, or is that just me?
All three?
Nice.
Alright.
Whichever one doesn't have inspiration, give it to that one.
Oh, Pallas does it, so Pallas can have inspiration.
Okay.
That's the end of
Kyriaki.
Pallas's turn.
Oh, okay. Kyriaki, is there anything you would like to do? I don't know why I said it that way. Kyriaki, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Kyriaki would like to do stuff. Things. Like kill
Would you
this
like to
guy.
bake a cake?
No, I'm gonna put all of my effort into the guy who's right in front of Kyriaki.
You're gonna put all your effort into him, huh?
Don't you talk to me like that.
Destroy him.
Okay. Oh. that was a
Strike
strong-
him down, and he will rise up more powerful.
First attack, good god, I rolled a 2, but it was a 17.
That's not cool. That's a hit.
Yeah. Third attack is a 27.
Wait.
Those are both with the
Hold
emerald
on.
blade. Mm-hmm.
So, do your first damage.
Okay. Okay, I'll do my first damage. So I did 13 slashing and 3 radiant.
So, Andrak hit him so hard that his ancestors felt it. He had 6 hit points when you hit him with that first hit. So, you hit Pip, the guy who just wailed on Andrak. How does it look as Kyriaki kills him from the fucking wall?
Kyriaki like crouches slightly and then like takes the green emerald blade and like holds it and like propels herself off to like cut his head off, and then she's going to land right by, like on top of his body or one of these bodies, on next to Henry in the back.
All right. You have 2 more attacks.
Fucking
Pip falls over dead in front of you, Andrei.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks to suck.
So I had already rolled the 27. Do you want me to re-roll before you told me to do the other attack?
Sure. I mean, why not? A natural 1 is the only way you're going to miss this guy. I will not make you... if you roll a natural 1, you will not be keeping it.
26.
Oh, it's 1 less. Aha! You hit.
Yeah, that's with the main hand, with the green blade, and we'll just go ahead and roll offhand. She's too strong. You need to take her out.
Unlimited power.
The next attack, her offhand was a 23.
A 23 will also hit. You'll notice that all of these guys are naked.
Yeah, I should wear
I'm gonna let-
clothes.
I was gonna
Probably more
say,
beneficial.
These demons need to invest in a good blacksmith.
They don't have a lot of forges in the abyss.
That's their problem. Okay.
For
Does my
the
offhand get the radiant damage too?
yes, every melee or every weapon attack.
Got it.
So I just want to note for the people listening, when the players are doing these rolls, I will sometimes sit here and watch it. So I am usually seething by the time they actually say what the number is for everybody to hear. Just want to point that out.
Okay, so that is 13 points of slashing damage for the first attack with 4 radiant.
Uh-huh.
And then that is 5 slashing damage and... Wait, wrong. 6 slashing damage and 3 radiant for the offhand.
Okay. Well, he's really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
His confidence is waning at this point.
Mm-hmm. Where am I?
Turns out, it might have been knowledge.
I'm gonna stand on top of that body.
And then you gotta stand on his dead friend? That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
She
Yeah, I don't
actually straight up landed on his dead friend from an aerial jump.
Yeah.
He's impressed, yet very angry. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So he's got 2 options. He's got a lawnmower woman with 2 short swords that drip this crazy looking water. And then he's got this creepy as fuck lady and this wooden mask carrying this emerald magic AF sword. Gosh. I don't even know. I think we're gonna have to
Shitting
go
is a
back to a
free
random
action.
roll. He shits. No hesitation.
Crying is also a free action.
He shits and he cries at the same time.
Oh, look at this little piss baby.
Kyriaki, do you want to be even or odd?
Odd.
Palace it is. Palace gets hit a lot when these random rolls happen.
Yeah.
All right, he's going for Palace. He looks afraid, and then he just leans over to her after looking at Kyriaki, the creeper. He tries to bite Palace for a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Great. So he leans into this huge, strong arm. 18 to hit.
Nope.
And he comes up with his other arm. Uppercut. 17 to hit.
Nope.
Well, he had a good run. Well, that's all he can do. Malachi, would you like to go make a sandwich?
Of his arms, yes. I'm going to go in there and kill him immediately. Gods be willing. Malachi steps forward to close the gap and once again reaching his scythe over Palace's head to slash at this dude.
Yeah, you see this black blood dripping all over his purple skin, matting his white hair.
I'm gonna re-roll that. It was a natural 1, but I've got inspiration, so no thank you.
I'm going to make a audio clip as a sound drop for that every time you guys use inspiration. Chicago's inspiration is going to play.
How about a natural 20 for a 33 instead?
Wow, really flipped the script on that one.
Yeah, I'm a man of extreme.
Heaven or hell?
Yeah. Are we? Do you want to keep going, or do you just want to do this and be done with
No,
it?
I'm gonna roll my D100. I'm gonna roll my damage and then my D100, and we'll see how overkill this is.
I've got
Alright.
the table up for you, buddy.
Cool.
All right. Dylan will be the answer to the prayers I don't want.
I mean, my base
the-
damage is probably gonna fuck him up irreparably, but we'll see. And
Okay.
so it's 33 points of damage. 4 of that is radiant.
That's exactly what you rolled.
It's
Yeah.
pretty high rolls, actually.
Really good with these 33s. And I rolled a 69.
Hey, you can give yourself inspiration again.
Woo!
Hey, are you ready?
Yes.
That was an eviscerating hit. 3 times damage. Chance shield breaks.
okay,
So that's-
hold on. Let me do this math. So it's
99.
33 times 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So do you want me to tell you how many hit points he had, or do you just...
Yes, I want to
Okay.
know how egregiously I overkilled this dude.
He had 25 left.
Okay. Yeah.
So your base damage killed his ass, but
Yeah,
that's
it
what I
was so much
thought.
funnier.
So Malachi steps forward behind Palace, like his eyes kind of burst in like this almost flame-like red energy, and then the scythe kind of spins past Palace's head, turns in midair as he's lunging it forward, hooks the guy in the back of the neck, and then just pulls, separating his head from his shoulders and dropping the head like directly at Palace's feet.
Sick nasty.
Did I ever tell you that Palace is made of water?
Yeah.
Now she's made of demon blood.
Nope. But you know what? She sure is wet. Because she's made of water.
And I suppose since that's the last guy here that we can see, that will be the end of my turn.
You guys are out of initiative. Breathing heavy, breathing deep. You see Castor at the end of the hall, back where you guys were. You saw him first moving at the beginning of combat, but he seems a little out of it, and he seems a little dizzy, and he's sitting in the grass and kind of leaning against the grassy wall. He just holds up a hand and gestures for you guys to keep going a little bit.
Wait, do these guys got anything? Let's loot the bodies.
Yes.
That funny Zeus spear number 2, electric boogaloo.
It is. And so Macy, or I'm sorry, not Macy, Aldora, you will notice that this spear also says something on it, but it has a different inscription than the first one did.
He will bring the spear to Aldora so she can read it, because he doesn't speak Celestial.
Aldora will take a gander at the spear.
And what does it say?
Aldora will read out loud what the inscription is on the spear, saying, "The strength is not given, but forged in the trials of thunder. Rise and let the world hear you roar. Hear your roar."
It occurs to you that it's highly possible that whenever these spears were made for guardians of Zeus's temples, that they were probably actually made individually for each guardian.
He's held on to the other one. Does anybody want this one?
Do you mind if I hold on to it?
You
It
have
was
a
a
Zeus
spear,
spear.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not a funny lance.
No, it's
Hold on.
Lance.
Actually, would it benefit anyone else? Like, would it?
Kyriaki would not want. Well, I don't know.
I don't think
No.
anybody else can make as good of use of it. I've already got a pole arm.
I'm already stacked.
So, yeah, my weapon does better things. So,
And
I just
do you
haven't
have
found an excuse to throw a spear yet.
another throwing weapon, ranged weapon, better than a crossbow? I'm going to assume.
Yeah. Once a day, it does 8d8 lightning damage, so that's pretty. That's
Pretty good.
Oh,
It's pretty
yeah.
great. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. It's pretty fucking awful.
crossbow does what? 1d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
That's a little
7 more
better.
D8.
And it's also a spear, so it does a d6.
and it's pretty and golden,
Ooh.
and it will come in handy if you ever need to be recognized.
Yeah, we now
Ooh.
have 2 of them.
Are Pip and the other dude, forget his name, but are those 2 other
Henry?
demons? No, the other one that looked spiky and more evil.
Flumpkin.
Flumpkin. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Are their bodies disintegrating, or are they staying around?
Henry's is staying around. Flumpkin's is staying around. And it looks like Pip's is starting to deteriorate, the big crustacean guy, but it looks like it's very slow. There's a process that you guys haven't really found, I guess, what's going on yet with that.
Gotcha. As Eldora takes the staff into her possession, Malachi kind of looks over it as she's reading it and whatnot, and then he looks over at the rest of the party.
We had all concerned about how these demons have twice now been carrying weapons of Olympian champions and adequately using them.
I will note that the one carrying it did speak Celestial at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's bringing it up, because in his mind, it's strange that these creatures that are obviously not of Olympic origins or, celestial origins by any means are able to not only wield these weapons, but also speak the celestial language to activate them. And that's coming across as strange to him. He's just bringing it up to the rest of the party at this point.
We had learned of the transparent-skinned one in the Temple of Hades. They may have learned that way.
Did we not learn that they're turning people into demons?
That as well.
We had seen from the big stony guy in the breeder's camp that he had what looked like human skin under all the stone.
Yeah, and we had already determined that they were creating demons from humans, but Malachi is just now connecting the dots that is potentially being done with champions as well. Like, he was just resigned to thinking they were using like peasant folk and normal people, but he hadn't really connected the idea that they could do that with stronger champions and whatnot.
So is it possible that the 3 things we've just killed here could have originally been the champions that wielded these weapons? Is that what you're stating?
It's possible.
We are not sure. It is unclear whether or not that is the case.
Well,
We should carry on.
yes, there's more work to do here.
Demons to slaughter.
Carry on my wayward son.
So are we going to continue down this hallway?
We continue forth.
As you guys are at the end of the hallway where these 3 had kind of collected to confront you, and they did look ready for battle, so it's possible they heard you and were gathering themselves and then coming. So by the end of the battle came and you guys did the blood ritual and then moved around the corner, they were there ready to go. But you kind of see from there that it does go to the right, and you can see to the right there is a dead-end hallway about 10 feet wide, goes for about 25 feet, and then dead ends into a wall. It opens up more ahead and then to the right from there. To the right, around the corner of that grass wall, it opens to be about 15 feet, goes for about 20 feet, and then there's another wall. There's an opening to the left, and then 2 openings to the right, with kind of a grass wall dividing the 2. And there is a way to go to the left, and it does look like it's a hallway that goes down by goes to about 25 feet, and then it looks like there's an opening to that right. So about 10 feet from the fight itself, you essentially have 4 different directions you could go. Left, ahead to the right, and then 2 directions to the right. Which way would you like to go?
I mean, we're scouting out. Kyriaki has stated she likes to go to the right sometimes, because she likes to always be right.
But which right?
I mean, we can at least go up enough to peek down whatever hallways are ahead of us.
I don't know, Kyriaki, which right? I'm making fun of that.
Bitch,
Malachi?
you only went left one direction, so shut the fuck up.
I know,
That
it's a
was
joke.
So aggressive.
I was thinking the same thing, though. I was like, Kyriaki only wanted to go right because Andrak only went left.
Yeah, fucking Andrak was a goddamn NASCAR.
And he's making another left turn. All right, this long hallway with a little divot at the end.
Yeah. So you go forward a little bit. The first hallway to your right, you can see it goes down by about 50 feet, and then it curves off to the left in a hallway that's roughly about 5 to 10 feet wide. Sorry, that was all.
Okay.
I would suggest we move forward a little bit to see what the next hallway shows us before we head down there.
Oh, that's true. That is a fair point. We can peek. Okay, it looks like they connect, so we would have gone the same way either way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Either
let's
one.
We should just double check the area to the
left there.
northwest of us. Yeah, just to see if there's like a little encampment waiting for us to ambush us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it doesn't look like that, so...
You guys go ahead a little bit. You see the second right goes down. It does connect with the other one, like you're guessing. You go ahead and to the left. It seems like a long hallway that connects to the original left, just like it loops around. So if you wanted to lose Andrak, because he always wants to go left, this is the time to do it. He'll be over here NASCARing if you need him.
All right. Now that we've done our Scooby-Doo peek over the corner with each of us in a line downwards from tallest to shortest. Eldora on the bottom, Andrak on the top. We will continue on down the hallway that we discovered.
All right. You walk slowly. The beautiful scenery around you. The soft grass crunching under your feet. You hear nothing.
Oh no, we're deaf.
However, as you make your left, you see the most terrible sight. It's a statue and a field by itself.
No.
The field is about 20 feet wide, but it's quite long.
Oh boy.
The hallway is long. It's easily 90 feet to the other side. Sorry, I keep having to zoom out. Okay, there we
so
go.
fucking big.
So Malachi, once you around the corner, you'll be able to see the other side, but the rest of you will not. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it's daylight. I forgot you can. So it is 95 feet to the other side, but I will say that you see movement across this open area. It looks like there are two of those gorilla creatures on the other side of this statue.
Does the statue look familiar? Like, do we recognize who it is?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll. It looks like a statue of Poseidon. He's wearing blue garb. Well, actually, it's a white marble statue. I'm sorry. He's wearing linens. Yeah, he's wearing garb. He's garbed up. You can see cloth over his shoulder, a typical ancient Greek tunic. And he looks like he's standing in a heroic pose, one arm out, cheering on. Probably himself.
So it's Garbin time.
It is Garbin time. The gorilla demonic creatures on the other side of the statue do not seem like they've noticed you. They're mostly looking around at the walls, at the sky, at the ground. It looks like they're trying to study the area around them. The nearest one is about 20 feet after the statue. The next one up is about 35 to 40 feet after the statue. So you think if you wanted to, you could get some good range damage done. If you were to kind of like pew pew from a distance, you could either do it stealthily or Andrak could charge in there.
Well, since Andrak's leading the charge and after
here we go.
last interaction with a statue, he's going to first take a knee and stay.
Poseidon, grant us entry so we may clear these creatures from your area.
Because he remembers the trap last time and he doesn't know if it's going to happen again.
Can
Andrak.
Before we go, sorry. I'll let you explain that first. Sorry.
No. As long as you don't move forward, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to make a religion check so I can get what knowledge I know of Poseidon, like what Kyriaki would know of him.
Okay, sure.
I would like to do the same.
So that we can make a better guess, because all the gods are different, so his entrance might not be the same as Artemis.
He's just taking a precaution from last time.
Okay,
It was a religion or history check?
I'm doing religion.
Religion.
Okay. I want to try to do the same.
Can I ask to do a history check instead, though?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. Oh!
Okay, well, I rolled a 21 for my religion check.
Sorry, it's gonna get complicated, so I'm doing some real quick adjusting on things. Okay. Those of you, well, I wish I could. Boop, boop, boop. All right, Outdora, what did you roll?
17.
And you wanted to religion or history?
Religion.
Religion. Oh gosh, Poseidon and Athena, constantly in competition with each other. But he's the god of the ocean. That's pretty much all you really know about him. You know a lot of the general things. Malachi, what did you roll?
18.
What were you rolling?
Religion.
Okay, so yeah, you know about the same thing. He doesn't have any beef with Hades, but nobody does because Hades is, well, he's his own thing. We just don't talk about it. God of the ocean, basic shit. You know it. Becca, what did you get?
21 for religion.
21 religion. Poseidon, you know the basics. You know he's in competition with Athena constantly. You know he's lost competitions to Athena over the years, or centuries. But one thing you also know is he doesn't do traps. He is more likely to show up himself rather than to do traps. Andrak, what did you roll?
That is a 25 on history.
History. Oh, I feel like Andrak has history with Poseidon.
And a few of his funny guys, yeah.
Yeah. You know that Poseidon is a very powerful, jealous, vengeful god. So you know his basics. God of the sea, god of the ocean. You know he has a lot of children. You know he's a decent god as far as they're concerned. He has his moments like they all do. You know he doesn't really do traps. You know he would rather come punish people himself. And he has been known to punish people. Sometimes it's justified and sometimes it's not. But that's pretty much what you know. And you know that he is in possession of what's called the Kraken, a monstrous creature under the ocean. But you're not sure if he actually created it or not.
Okay.
Malachi stops as Andrak takes a knee, and he just kind of looks at him.
Are you expecting more traps?
It was unclear if they would all be trapped, but I
That
think we
doesn't
should-
feel like Poseidon's style.
No, but it is better safe than sorry. We should move in.
Can we make a perception check through the room to see if there's anything else hidden? We know there's other people across the way, but is there anything else in the room of note?
Go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Andrak, what did you get?
13.
13. You got it. Does Palace want to play?
Oh, should make a perception check for Palace. I forget she's here.
All right. What did Palace get?
Natural 20 for a 27.
Jesus.
Well, okay then. What did Kyriaki get?
Kyriaki is very distracted by the statue
Uh-huh.
and trying to reanalyze everything she knows about Poseidon. So she rolled a 6.
6. Kyriaki notices everything. Malachi, how'd you do?
Malachi ignored the statue. He got a 20.
Nice. Outdora, how did you do?
Got a 17.
Okay. So you guys don't notice anything in this room. However, Palace and Malachi, you guys hear to the left down the hall, distantly, more demons. It sounds like one is almost like barking orders, but it sounds distant, and it sounds like it's being loud, and you can't really understand it because it's too far away.
Do you hear that? There are more off to the left, a distance away. Sounds like one is ordering the others.
There does sound to be like a lot of them.
Regardless, there does not seem to be anything else of note in this area. Suggest we try to get a jump on those two demons that are out there. Dispatch them quickly.
I am not very quiet, so if we were to go based off a logical outcome, a sneak attack would only be able to include or Kyriaki.
Malachi looks to Kyriaki.
Are you ready?
Sure. I can do that.
Cool. Malachi is going to reach over and actually, he's going to look at Kyriaki and Andrak actually for a second, and he's going to say,
I believe Kyriaki could easily make it there without being seen. I could probably myself, but I think it's better if we have as many swords swinging, per to say, as possible. Andrak, I can get us there in the blink of an eye. No hiding required. Are you interested?
I would not disagree with that outcome. Getting the jump regardless is good.
Then I will wait here with you until Kyriaki gets close enough to make the strike, and we will join her.
and then he gives a nod
Very
to
well.
Kyriaki.
Kyriaki doesn't want to diminish what Malachi just said, so she's going to ignore her mask and stealth up front. Because she could pull the whole party, but she's not gonna do that to him. He would just sound so cool.
Listen, he would probably think of that as a resource they should use for other more important things anyway, so it works.
Yeah, not sure how it works in here. You know.
That's true, yeah. I could try to teleport him and then we end up in, the nth dimension. I don't know.
I think y'all should do whatever you want.
Kyriaki is going to stealth.
All right. And you guys are teleporting?
We're going to teleport in to be as close to between the monsters, me and Andrak, as possible as soon as Kyriaki gets within range to make an attack.
All right. What's the...
500 feet.
Okay. And Kyriaki, you wanted to do what with an attack?
I was going to stealth forward.
And you want to get close enough to attack them with your blades?
Probably not my blades.
Well, the reason... Okay, so here's why I'm asking. Because like I said, it stays almost noon o'clock here, constantly.
Yeah, and if they see me, I see them, obviously. Or, yeah, if I see them, they see me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so stealthing is going to be kind of hard just because of how bright it is. So if you're going to get like, oh, I'm right next to them, then they may probably see you by then. That's what I'm asking.
They may not be looking up, though. And we've established the walls continue to go up the more you crawl on them.
It's true. Is that what you want to do, Kyriaki? It's creepy, but it'll work.
Kyriaki is, like, very distracted, like, gaining, like... She looks like she's really lost in thought. Like, if you could see her thoughts spinning... You know how most people would have, like, smoke coming out of her ears? But she looks like she's over-analyzing everything.
After giving her the nod and, like, waiting for a few minutes, Malachi is going to step forward and kind of tap her on the shoulder.
Kyriaki, are you going to go?
I am, but this kind of maneuver, I don't know. It might not look favorably in Poseidon's eyes.
Why do you believe that? Is Poseidon against sneaking or something?
He is a very straightforward man. He likes dealing with problems himself. I don't think he would be upset if we cleared this area of the demon. But I don't think he would like the subterfuge of the ways we are going about it.
Are you suggesting we just charge in then? We would be at a tactical advantage to get the jump on these things, but...
He kind of, like, grimaces a little bit as he says this.
If you believe it would gain us further favor with Poseidon to just run in, I suppose we should honor their preferred methods in this place.
I don't know.
We need to make a decision now, Kyriaki.
What say y'all? What say all of you? Andrak, Aldora?
If straightforward is how we want to go. It would be better if we got closer first. How close can we get and before launching an attack. I'd rather not waste time running at them.
What we've seen from those types of demons, they don't really have, as far as we can tell, many options for hurting us outside of being in close quarters. So they would also, if they saw us coming, likely run to meet us.
Very well.
If their vision is anything, close to what we have, they would probably see us coming as soon as we step through the door. I'm in favor of getting a surprise on them, but I will do what the rest of you think is best for this situation. I just want to get it done. We have a mission here, and we need to focus on that.
I think a surprise attack would probably be your best option.
Palace.
Even if difficult.
Palace will kind of hold up her hand a little bit. I don't want to speak for my grandfather, but even though he's known for being violent and ill-temper, he does value strategy. And I'm pretty sure as long as we kill the demons around his statue, he won't care how.
I can't think of a more glowing endorsement.
Closest thing we have to his own kin is his own kin, so...
She gives
Might
you
as well.
finger guns. Kidding, sorry.
Alright, then we'll do it how Malachi suggests, but we should draw them to the statue a bit. How
You have
far
a
away are
plan?
they? Again, because I can't see them on my end. On the map.
Malachi could see them.
I'm
Probably.
sure that Malachi can.
Let me
Can he?
see here. Malachi can, in fact.
Okay. I'm really glad because that would have been terrible.
Let's see. So that's
The closest one is 65 feet away from you, Kyriaki. The next is 80 feet.
they're about 80. The first one is about 80 feet from Malachi, and the other one is another 15 feet away from that. So about a less than 100 feet total,
Okay, so if I were to step forward it'll be fine.
depending on what you're doing. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that yet.
Kyriaki is... Just so I, as a player, can see them. Kyriaki is gonna stealth forward quietly.
Do you want
And
to
I-
quietly roll?
I already rolled it,
Oh.
earlier before I started talking about strategy and stuff. So it was a 21.
Okay. 21. You feel sneaky out in this bright light, this pasture-looking grass.
I'm gonna try to keep myself parallel with the large ash statue,
Uh-huh.
so maybe she can stay out of sight behind it.
If you can't see them, they can't see you. Those are the rules.
Well, I can see them, so I'm actively stealthing, hiding behind a statue.
Kyriaki's smart, right?
Yes, she's very intelligent.
Will you roll an intelligence check for me?
Sure. 14.
14. Okay. That'll be all. I was gonna maybe give you a hint about something, but you've only seen a couple of these creatures, so haven't really learned about it yet.
I just need to know,
Yeah.
because you're dodging the question.
What?
I'm stealthing behind a statue.
Yeah.
It's a large statue.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna move up. If I get caught, I get caught, because you're playing...
I said
50
you feel
goddamn
stealthy.
questions.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
They do not look at you and
I'm
go,
up at the
"Hey,
statue.
what are you up to? What are you doing
I'm
over
up at
there?"
the statue now. I've moved up.
Okay. Go one
Okay.
space back.
Slowly puts a hand on Andrak's shoulder and then just laser focus on Kyriaki.
Did you hear me, Becca?
One space back.
Yeah,
Are we in turn order? Is my movement speed a thing?
we're about to be. So as you get a little over 5 feet from the statue itself, you see the one on the other side of it. As you walk, you take a step, silent as you have been, but you see this thing perk up its head, and it immediately starts looking around. But because you are directly behind the statue, it doesn't see you, but it seems aware of your presence. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to wait and... It doesn't seem to see you, but it is aware, somehow.
I don't fucking know.
Get him. We're primed and ready. It's gonna be a combat one way or another.
Alright. Kyriaki's gonna take one step around and then sprint at the monster.
As soon
Alright.
as she starts sprinting around the statue, Malachi will dimension door him and Andrak between the two gorilla monsters.
All right, so let's roll initiative before we get this going.
I should be able to get my full movement there, right? Because I started running before we started combat.
Well, that's gonna be part of the surprise round, but we're gonna roll initiative before that.
Alright, Kyriaki's initiatives have been ass. And I bet they're gonna be ass. Because I can't roll for Kyriaki.
Roll Kyriaki first.
What?
Do you want to?
I did!
Do you want to leave Palace out? It's okay.
Oh, dude, you gotta be kidding me.
That's a good sign. Andrak, what did you get for initiative?
Don't forget you're
That's
exhausted, Aldora. You have to roll twice.
That's a 19.
Nice. Palace.
7.
Ooh, that's not good. Kirky.
16.
Hey,
Rolling first for her did work. Malachi.
19.
I'm assuming you have a better dex than Andrak.
Barely.
Last but not least, Aldora.
Old 8.
You're still not least. Palace goes after you. Be happy. Unfortunately, actually, that might change after the surprise round, so I won't say anything. All right, so Kyriaki takes off, bolts around this statue. This thing turns up its head just in time to see this creepy-looking woman in a mask coming up with 2 swords. Can you get all the way there with 30 feet?
Yep. That's her full movement.
Doof, 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 doof. Can you see him?
Move my token.
Okay.
Alright. I got there.
All right. So you get there. You do have pretty much a full action. So you move, and then if you want to attack, you can. If you want to run up there and give them, like, a little hair braid, you can do that too. Give them a little flower. Like, hey,
Nope.
we can be friends.
We're absolutely swinging. So she, when she, runs, she, dips real low and goes real quick. And then, let's see, that's a 24 for the first attack, and, brings down her sword as soon as she runs up to him. If I can type correctly. God, that's a 34 for the next hit, but it's not a natural 20.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's for the just her main hand. Let's see. Damage for the first attack. Too many tabs open trying to navigate properly.
I feel that.
First attack is 16 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
And then next attack is 17 slashing damage. It's max damage as I could get.
He looks very hurt after this first attack. He just wails out in pain. Oh!
Yeah, and so I'm trying to figure out what to do with my bonus action.
Can you do an offhand?
I can. I wasn't sure if that was a bonus action or not, but I think my class feature.
Ooh.
As she does those 2 slashes, her other hand, even though it's holding this, twitches out, and the wounds that she left start to leak his blood and pool around the bottom of his feet.
Oh.
And he is now standing in Kyriaki's weeping fountain.
You don't have to be creepy, right?
Yeah, I don't,
does.
but it's great. It is it's centered on them, and it's 5 feet of difficult terrain.
I don't know if he's gonna live to go 5 feet, but okay. I will keep that in mind. Malachi, you used your action to teleport. Do you have a bony you want to do?
Dimension door. Hang on a second. Make sure that's not.
Dimension doors.
It's an action. Okay. Malachi. Yeah. So he, as soon as Kyriaki started sprinting forward, shadows wreath out from around Malachi and engulf Andrak, and then standing but 5 feet away from the furthest back one and 5 feet away from the closer one that Kyriaki just attacked, they reappear in that same kind of cloud of smoke and shadows. Then he's going to take a step towards the one that's farther away. and that'll be his turn. But now Andrak's in there. Get him.
Yeah, that's the shitty part. Andrak, they are still not really reacting yet. You are caught in between two of them. Neither of them are a rock, but one of them looks like a hard place.
Well, we rolled initiative while I had 0 uses of fighting spirit. And due to my funny ability, Tireless Spirit, I regain 1 use of fighting spirit when we roll initiative when I have none.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use it.
But then you're going to be out again.
Exactly.
Oh, dear.
And it's stepping forward with his big-ass sword. Oh. That is a natural 20 for a 33 to hit.
Ah, damn it. And are you attacking the same one Kyriaki attacked before, or are you going towards the other one?
I'm stomping forward towards the big guy Malachi had taken.
Okay.
I guess
Hold
I
on.
should probably roll the damage before I...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trying to see if he has anything that could help him. He can do a running leap. I don't know if that'll help.
It's not his turn.
Does he have reaction die?
No.
No, but he has a stealth +5. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So, at the moment, that's 29 points of slashing damage.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
And
He
here's
fought
the
that Viking.
100.
Oh.
60!
I think we know what that is by now, but... Kevin,
That
if
is-
you would, please. Sorry.
Do it for me, Kevin.
That is a massive hit for 3 times damage.
Fuck!
That is, 67?
What?
I'm not
Wait,
doing
no.
math. Don't ask
87.
me.
Yeah, that's 87. I mean, it could
87
be
points of-
67 if you want.
Yeah, that is 87 points of slashing damage just down on this man. Is he still up?
Nope. You
Okay.
one-shot this son of a bitch in a surprise round.
Stealth attack successful. Good job, everyone.
Coming from the shadowy mist that Malachi creates is another form of mist as Andrak comes down, cleaving this fucker in half. Combo move. Let's go.
Shit.
I still have movement left.
There you go.
Ooh, and another attack.
And I-
5 feet.
Turning around it swiftly to charge backwards towards the one Kyriaki's fighting. Yeah, here we go. That's... Okay, hold on. I need to do that again because I still have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Unacceptable, you lose your turn.
25 to hit.
A 25 will hit, and this is the one Kyriaki's already damaged.
All right.
But I'm really hoping they both don't just die before they even get a turn.
Why? That would be really cool for us.
That is 14 points of damage,
He's still alive!
and I need him to die now.
Oh, I was about to say, motherfucker, what else?
Bonus action, he
but-
dies.
So I'm going to use my Thief Rogue ability and do my double bonus action. Does a 9,000 hit?
No.
All right, that's my turn.
Alright, so going into regular initiative, it is Demonic Gorilla number 2's turn. Oh wait, that's right, he fucking died already. That's some bullshit. Malachi,
Maybe he shouldn't have.
Yes.
it is your turn. You've done a good job. Yay for you.
Yeah, Malachi's just gonna try and he's gonna push in and try to exterminate this this demon before he has a chance to do anything. Because fuck you. Does a 24 hit him?
A 24. Yes.
Good.
His armor of fur does not protect him today.
Well, that's okay. Does 21 points of damage kill him?
I'm sorry, how much?
21.
Son of a bitch. Oh, I mean, congratulations! He had exactly 21 hit points.
Oh,
Wait.
exacting. So yeah, Malachi watches Andrak cleave this first one in half and then charge forward and do a big blow onto the second one. Steps down a few feet and just reaches his scythe around and stabs it through the thing's back. This is like Kyriaki watches the blade of his scythe, kind of still glowing, penetrate through the front of its heart. And then he pulls out his scythe, and that's that.
Well then, I guess we're fucking done here. Let me just close this fucking initiative.
He looks up at Andrak and Kyriaki, gives them a good nod.
That was done well. Good job, both of you.
Aldora's just gonna be on her way running to you guys, and then by the time that she gets there, everything's already dead, so she's just looking around like, oh.
Palace following behind.
Wait for me.
Kyriaki, you looked very interested in this statue. I assume you're going to want to investigate it.
Yeah,
No
Kyriaki.
idea. Appease Poseidon. And she'll like motion her hand towards him.
Andrak will approach the statue of Poseidon. He
Spit
will.
on it. You won't.
No, he will not.
Right? Look
Look,
around, find out.
He actually has a few reasons why he wouldn't. Clouds, on the other hand, he's breaking that statue. Anyways, taking a knee in front of it, Andrak will procure 500 gold from his bag, the little wooden boat he carved, because it's adorable and it's a boat,
Smart.
Boat.
and he will place it on the altar with the 500 gold, neatly, and he will bow his head.
I grant, I offer these to you, Poseidon, in the name of your sons who have long passed, dear friends of mine.
Dylan, I feel like you're really good at kissing ass. I'm gonna give you another bonus. Go ahead and please roll a religion check.
No, Andrak's great at kissing ass. Plus, boy, I'm not proficient in it, but sure, I'll also add a d6. 24.
A 24. That's pretty good. Andrak, you're looking at this statue from the ground. It's pretty tall. It's about double your height. And it is towering above you, this white marble statue of Poseidon. His trident in his right hand, while his other hand is out in kind of a heroic pose, like I said before. And you're looking at it, and you hear this lightning. You hear the sound of thunder. You hear the sound of fire. And you almost feel heat. And you see a little bit in front of you. Kind of like when you zone out a little bit when you're staring at something too long. You see in front of you this ball of fire kind of explode a little bit. And you see black rock fly out. And then it comes. And you hear the sound of the ocean. And you hear a response from the statue. Nobody else hears it. Just you. You hear, "Tell me a story. I like stories."
Andrak will stare up at the statue for a moment, a bit confused, but his facial expression doesn't betray that. Because, he never changes his facial expression.
Mm-hmm.
But as it asks for it,
The greatest gathering of humans once met at Iolcus. Their band, great and mighty. They traveled across the sea, golden fleece to reclaim the throne. I do not know what happened to them, but I know they are long gone.
You feel a cool breeze against your face. And you feel almost like your body is revitalized, re-energized for a second. Did you have another boon in mind you were liked?
oh, yes, I did.
Oh, tell us about it.
The boon of the Battle Master.
Uh-oh.
When you take the attack action, you can make an additional attack. And every attack after the, I believe, third counts as a crit. Find that page again.
Ruh-roh.
There it is. Yep, when you take the attack action, you may attack an additional time. When you hit a creature 3 times consecutively without attacking any other creature or missing, the third attack and every attack after is guaranteed a critical hit. Your streak ends at the end of your turn.
That sucks. Alright. That's pretty badass. Andrak, feeling blessed by the gods. Who's next?
He will stand. He will bow his head gently.
Thank you, Poseidon.
And he will step to the side.
Aldora will go up, and she would go down on one knee, placing down 300 gold as a thank you for the safe travels that you have given us and all others on their journeys across the oceans, across the vast seas. Thank you.
Roll a religion check, please. Does Aldora gain favor with Poseidon?
22.
It would appear she does. You hear... you don't see what Andrak saw. You don't hear what he heard. But you do hear this slight breeze almost near your ear. Tell me a story, Aldora, follower of Athena.
Well, a story about a warrior that has lost their way. Things that a hero or warrior that had always thought that they had known what they were doing until one day they have found out news that had completely changed their life. And they went on a very long journey to figure out what they should do, if they should change their paths or keep going. But even though through the journey, well, they eventually found out that even with this information they have learned, they know deep down what they're doing, and they know to protect. And so they will keep being the warrior, even if not the same. They'll keep being the warrior that others needed.
You feel a wash over you. Sometimes finding yourself is the best treasure.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate this.
Does Aldora have a boon in mind?
The boon of effortless focus. Whenever you cast a cantrip or a spell using a spell slot of first or second level spell that requires concentration, you can choose to cast it without concentration. You may do so again after finishing a long rest.
Ooh. Do you already have a spell in mind you plan to use this for?
Oh, but I just know it'll be useful.
Oh, no, you are 100% correct.
Yeah.
Alright.
Eldora will bow and then take a step back from the altar.
Kyriaki studied them for a little while, and she'll follow suit as well. Kneel before the statue, and she will give... Oh, I have a lot of gold. Okay. She'll give 400 to the statue. Probably to make a religion check?
Yes, please.
Do we still get that +3?
Yeah.
Oh. That was
Hell
a natural
yeah.
20 for 31.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Hold on.
Bitch.
Give her the goddamn boon.
It's a very high religion roll.
It is a very high religion roll.
I'm sorry, I'm loading. Please wait.
Not just buffering.
Have you tried turning your brain off and on again?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Mental gymnastics.
Kyriaki, you are a devout follower of Hecate. You know the Olympians very well. You know a lot about the Olympians. And as you sit here, and only you hear this, you hear, Kyriaki, follower of Hecate. I would like to hear a story. Please. You're sitting there, in the quiet, in deep contemplation, when you know in your heart this is not an Olympian god that you just prayed to. And we'll see you next week!